Hi there and welcome to anybody who's logged onto the website or anybody on YouTube who's floating around. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration, a repeat demonstration on how to put a Yeti Gaiter onto a lower boot, in this instance onto any boot that you may have. We have done the demonstration before, but we've decided to redo the demonstration. The guys have decided that it needs to be in high definition, or it's either that or they enjoy seeing me go through lots of excruciating pain trying to get one of these Gaiters onto the boot. So what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about the Yeti Gaiter. It's an exceptional piece of kit. The majority of servicemen out there who have used these Gaiters swear by them. However, it is an absolute devil and a half to actually get onto a boot. This one's already been put on, and what we're going to do in a minute is we're going to demonstrate how we feel you can put your Yeti Gaiter onto your boot, demonstrate a way in which you can do it. Feel free to add any comments to YouTube as to other ways that you feel maybe make the job easier. The Gaiters, when they come to you, come like so. Make sure you get the right size. They come in small, medium and large. On our website you can equate the sizes to the size of the boot, large as well as extra large as well. So, okay, about the Gaiter, one of the things you'll notice on your Gaiters when you get them is that apart from being very tight, they also have this rubber band, and if you can get that, Pete, you can get that rubber band that goes across this part of the Gaiter. Well, what we've done with ours is we've actually chopped that part of the rubber band off. What you could do is you could actually slice this bit of the sole unit out so that the rubber band fitted straight across the sole. Why is the rubber band on there? Well, there are sole units that are specifically for this Gaiter. However, none of the main military brands that are out there have a compatible Yeti Gaiter sole unit. So yeah, there you go. So that's the Yeti Gaiter. What we're going to do now is we're going to move on, and I'm going to go through the pain, no pain, no gain. I'm going to go through the pain of putting one of these Yeti Gaiters on the other boot. Thanks very much. Right, so here we are, the moment of pain. What we've got here, Pete, if you want to pan down here, we've just got a selection of things down here that we would use to help us assist putting our Gaiter on. No, these aren't suspect. I think they're probably quite important. What we've got is we've got washing up liquid, we've got good old marigold gloves, we've got a tea towel, we've got a kettle, we've got the demonstration boot. This is how we want it to be when we've finished, and we've got our boot that we want it to go on. And over here, Pete, if you just pan over here, we've got a pan which has got boiling water in it. Okay, so I'm just going to take this over here and pop this over here for a second and switch this off. Okay, that's job done, and we'll drop that down there. Okay, so the idea is that by boiling the rand of the Gaiter, it's going to soften up the rubber so that hopefully we can stretch it over the boot. The problem is, of course, the rand is going to be red hot, hence the reason for using marigolds. Now, I've never used marigolds, certainly not on a boot. I've never used marigolds, but I'm going to give it a go because I think that the rubber rand is going to be really, really hot. Now, we've had the Gaiter in boiling water now for about 15 to 20 minutes, so hopefully it will have softened up nicely. As I say, it will be hot. We are still going to have to work very, very quick. So what I've got here is some old t-shirts which I drop into my lap. This is basically to stop myself from getting soaking wet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be wedging the boot between my legs to work the Gaiter over the boot. So gloves on. Okay. And get ready with the boot. Right, first things to do with the boot. The most important thing is, or one of the most important things is, make sure the laces are tucked away inside the boot. If they're not outside, if they're not inside the boot and you're struggling away and you manage to get the Gaiter over the boot and you trap the laces on the other side, you're going to have to start again. So, laces on the inside of the boot. Okay, right, we're going to go for it. This is hopefully going to be one take. If it isn't, I'll go back and I'll redo it. But I'm hopefully going to get this weighed off. Okay, here we go. Make sure that the gaiter is already open when you put it in there to boil it. The boot, first of all, goes into the gaiter and it goes through the hole at the front. And we're pulling it all the way down the boot, like so. We then take the heel section and we work that over the boot, like so. So now the heel part of the boot, the gaiter is on. Okay, and this now becomes the difficult part. Let's take these off because this is cooling down really, really quickly now. Okay, we turn that gaiter inside out and now it's hernia time. We now have to get that over the front of the boot. Okay, using the washing up liquid, which I've just forgotten about, just put a drop of that on the front, just like so. Okay, wipe that off, and now let's see if we can get this over the front. Okay, fingers behind the gaiter, and then pull. Pull again. There we go, we're on. That's absolutely awesome. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's true. That's a red face. That's actually gone on a lot easier, and the secret to this is making sure that the gaiter has been boiled for a long time, which has softened up the rubber, but you have to move quickly. The laces are safe on the inside of the boot, so they're not trapped. Yeah, you can now do the gaiter up, like so. It's good to go. Underneath, we now just sort the gaiter out a little bit so it's not trapped underneath anything. You can actually see here, to show you very, very quickly, you can see here that the rand is over the sole unit here, so what we want to do is adjust that backwards and work in. You've really got to work hard at this. There we go. And that now is in place. Beautiful. Okay, job done. One of the ways that you can, and one of the not a complaint, but one of the slight problems with the Yeti gaiter on a boot which has not got a Yeti gaiter compatible sole, is that the front of the gaiter can sometimes slip over the front of the boot. One of the ways to avoid this is, instead of using washing up liquid on the front as a lubricant, you can sometimes use, or some people use, glue. So the glue is the lubricant. Slide the Yeti gaiter onto the front of the boot. Obviously when the glue sets, it sticks the front of the Yeti onto the front of the boot. The other way you can do it, the way that I've done it in the past, is I've used double-sided carpet tape. So I've gone down to a local carpet shop, got double-sided carpet tape, stuck that onto the boot, and then rolled the rubber rand onto that. And that again stops the front of the boot, the front of the gaiter lifting off the boot. That said, doesn't happen that often, and as I said before at the beginning of the demonstration, the majority of people who've got these absolutely swear by it. That's my way of putting it on. Don't forget, if you're going to boil the water, be careful. Obviously boiling water, don't want to teach you to suck eggs, but obviously that's a common sense thing. But make sure that the gaiter is well and truly boiled. 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. That's it guys, enough waffling. Thanks very much indeed for watching. Cheers for now.